We are back on the trail again after a little angel treatment from our friend Dave. And we're near Bland, Virginia. And we have kind of a half day today. It's a cool day. The temperature will be perfect for hiking. Good morning. It's late morning, I think. Anyway, we are literally sitting on a log here. We went 4 miles and we came to a place where we have cell service. So we're doing a bunch of stuff that requires cell service, which is kind of a challenge for us from time to time. So that's what we're up to. And a little while we'll have lunch and keep on keeping on. This is a suspension bridge. It's kind of fun. It's moving and rolling as I walk. So no, I'm not drunk this time. Here's the creek. And we're really glad we don't have to make our own way across this one. It is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're settling here for the night. And no one's around. It looks like a real nice shelter. It's got a privy and looks like some flat spots for us to put up our tent. We're thinking maybe nobody will come here. This site, according to rumor and notes, it looks like in the 1980s there was a double murder here, so some people say it's haunted. But we don't think it's haunted, so I don't know who else will stay here tonight, but we think it's a good spot. Hopefully there'll be another video after this. No bears in camp, at least that we've seen yet, but we do have a deer that does not seem very intimidated by us. Walking around looking for stuff to eat. Hi! Hello! Off you go. Good morning. It's a beautiful, crispy, cold morning. It was cold last night, and wow, we're into the second week in June and still have cold weather. But we're kind of glad. We don't want it to get hot too soon. We had some dinner visitors last night. People came in and ate dinner here, but nobody stayed the night. So this is the first night on our entire trip where we actually had a shelter camping area all to ourselves, and it was quite nice. We're all fed and we're ready to go. We start the day with a long up today. It'll be brutal. All right, let's get it started. We're at the top of an unnamed mountain, but have a real pretty view looking northeast, east into Wilburn Valley. Don't know if you can see all the layers of mountains, but right here you got layer after layer after layer. Really pretty. Hiking through lots of flowered mountain laurels today. Seeing lots of this white kind of balloon shaped growth. Actually, it might be some type of insect nest growing on these flame azaleas. Going here. I don't know what those are. Well, we've arrived for a late lunch at Doc's Knob shelter, or Doc's Nod. Anyway, it's still really weird. We have not seen a single person today, and there's nobody here, so it's just unusual. And I will say, we keep seeing new kinds of shelters we've never seen. We have never seen a shelter with a deck. Look at this. Nice lawn chair. And here's a deck. Picnic table. I mean, really amazing. It is kind of a swampy area out there, so maybe it gets really super wet down there when it rains. We're not sure, or somebody just got excited about building this one. Wow, really nice. So we're gonna have lunch and then head on and see if there's anybody out there in the world. We continue to walk through this rhododendron forest most of the day. We've been walking through rhododendron, and I'm just surprised. I didn't realize you got miles and miles of this stuff. I always knew we've always had rhododendron tunnels and patches of them, or groves of them, however you want to say it, but this is just a huge forest of them. It just goes on and on and on, and they're pretty. I mean, I have no problem with it, just didn't know they could be so prominent or dominant in a large area. One thing rhododendron tunnels are notorious for is mud bogs. This is all mud, and there's lots and lots of this you go through, and it really hasn't rained that much in the last few days. So I don't know why you get this so much. It's just whatever soil hangs around the rhododendrons, it just gathers the water and it never seems to dry up. Another feature of the rhododendron tunnels is how dark they are. And I've tried to show this in video in the past, but it never works because the camera lightens it up. But here you can see we're going to walk into that blackness. And really, in real life, it is very dark, and it's usually much cooler. It's just the leaf coverage in rhododendron is so dark. Now you can see how it lightens up because the camera's doing that, but it's really dark in here. We are about 0.2 miles off the trail. We've got a place here where there's a spring right over there. You can't see it, but it's just below the bushes there, real close by. We made a fire. We think this is our third fire since we've been on trail. We were trying to remember. Maybe the fourth, but it's always fun to have a little fire. And it's been cool the last few evenings, so that's kind of fun. It was hard to start because everything was moist, but we got it done. And Attitude is making up our dinner, and our tent is going to be right there. So we're only 3 miles away from Pearisburg, and we're going to go to a hostel tomorrow and enjoy a little time off. First item of business in the morning, come get a good view of Pearisburg. The next few miles we'll be headed down into town.
Angel Rest Hostel, and all the hostels have these nice hiker boxes where hikers can drop off things they no longer want to carry with them. So I always have lots of great stuff. I always grab some baby wipes to wipe down my sleeping bag and stuff like that. They have lots of first aid things, shoes no one wants anymore, backpack covers.
So one of the challenges, hikers, if you want aspirin, you got to buy a whole bottle of it, but they don't want to take a whole bottle in their backpack. So oftentimes it's an issue of quantity, and hikers will use some things and then they leave the remainder for other hikers. It's a great system.
Yeah. So I found this nice heavy-duty reusable bag. I'm going to use it as my food bag because I've just been using Ziploc bags and they always break. And then I found this off just in a tiny little travel container, so that's perfect. So I'm gonna use some of that.
Show them your arms. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I'm getting eaten, so the DEET will help, hopefully.
All right, I'm gonna walk around. This is the bunk room. These are clothes you can put on while you're doing your wash, because oftentimes you wash everything you own, and so they always have loaners. And then there's a refrigerator. You gotta put your name on it. If you don't, they clean it every night at this location. But you can see the bunks. Bunks are always cheaper than private rooms. Attitude and I, we typically will try to get like a semi-private room. And we haven't stayed in hostels very much. Tonight, actually, we had reserved a private room and there was a mistake and they had the wrong night, so they gave us this bunk for free. So it's not quite what we wanted, but the price is right, and it's actually quite nice. I mean, there's a kitchen and other things that we're not showing you here, but this is just a sleeping area. There's a nice washroom, shower room, very private, and yeah, nice bathrooms in another building. This is the hostel. Just got people kind of relaxing. It's quiet. Got a mobile home over there that has a couple private rooms in it. You got some bathrooms. There's a kitchen over there and a sitting room. There's open yard space for people that they pay a little bit less just to pitch their tents out there, but they still have access to these 3 bathrooms. They also have each bathroom. It's a fairly large room, and they got a shower in there and a sink, and very clean. So that's where you get all washed up. In the back, there's a laundry facility. Here is the bunk room that we showed you earlier. Got air conditioning in there, and various vehicles, and there's the front office. It's a really nice hostel.